Very early on in my speedrunning career, one of the things I remember is watching TLO ZSR. TLO ZSR was a Skyward Sword runner in the mid 2010s, and I first started speedrunning around early 2017. Now, by this time, TLO ZSR had kind of switched from Skyward Sword to other games.
I think I'm content with Skyward Sword.
I remember kind of how I felt. It was kind of I kind of felt I didn't feel like angry at him for switching games. I more just kind of felt disappointed for a selfish reason. I just kind of wanted to play with him. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's almost like I feel history repeating itself. Although this time it's with me. As many of you will know, I've been playing a lot of Wind Waker for the past few months. I started playing in the summer with Jaznix, and I've had a blast. I've been in the recent Season 5 tournament. I went to Speed Gaming Live to compete in Wind Waker, which is honestly one of, if not the best week of my life. I've had so many amazing memories with this game, and I don't really want to stop playing. I have tried in the past to play multiple games at once, but I find that to be very, very difficult. And, honestly, the more I play Wind Waker, the less enthusiasm I play with Skyward Sword. I just got eliminated from the Season 2 tournament in Skyward Sword, and I remember I was talking to Jaznix and Crystal about this just before the match, but I didn't feel anything before my last game, which is stark contrast to Season 1, where I was, shitting my pants every single time. This time, I just kind of felt nothing. It was very, very weird, and I do know why. It's because, my priorities have shifted. So I'm making this video to say that I'm going to be taking time off Skyward Sword Randomizer. I don't want to say that I've quit Skyward Sword Randomizer. I don't think that I do think that I'll, play the game eventually. And if there's one thing that I've learned over the 5 years I've been speedrunning, it's never say never. Because I've made plans and then just done 180 on them in the past. So I might come back to Skyward Sword Randomizer, you never know. But honestly, I don't feel any motivation to play that game anymore. So upon hearing this, many of you might feel anger or disappointment the same way I felt about TLO ZSR a few years ago. And honestly, I feel like this is an act of betrayal. I feel like I'm letting down the Skyward Sword community by doing this, because it's already such a small community, and by me kind of leaving, it doesn't really help anything. It's just going to make growing the community even harder. Not to say that I'm the guy who's holding everything up together, but it's one less person. And in some ways, I feel like I'm betraying my past self. My past self who grinded Skyward Sword, who sunk hundreds of thousands of hours into that game. Someone who wanted to become world champion in Skyward Sword for so long. And now I'm just going, nope, I don't want that. But I don't think I have really any obligation to keep to what my past self was doing. I think that at the end of the day, all that really matters is, am I happy with what I'm doing? And right now, on the 15th of November 2022, which is as I'm recording this, I feel most happy playing Wind Waker Randomizer. In my opinion, I don't want to say it's a better randomizer, because everyone everyone likes different parts of randomizers. Wind Waker Randomizer seems to be more suited for me. It's more execution based, it prioritizes early game routing skill, which I really like. And it has all the good parts of basically, in my eyes, it's a very, very good randomizer competitively, and I want to keep playing it. And also, the game just has a fucking amazing community. Me and Jaznix joined playing the game a few months ago, and the way we've just been accepted into the Wind Waker community, it's been quite nice. And also just meeting everyone at Speed Gaming Live, just being able to click with everyone. That was great. That was honestly, again, as I said, one of the best weeks of my life. Wind Waker Randomizer has something that Skyward Sword Randomizer doesn't have yet. And that's not necessarily the community, it's a bunch of things. And, again, it's just I enjoy Wind Waker Randomizer more, so I feel in my mind I want to get better at that game and play it more. And, at the end of the day, it is change, and I think that change is relatively scary. It always kind of is. Come on, I've had the same hairstyle for the past 4 years. I had it cut, by the way, I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, I've had the same hairstyle for 4 years. I've been wearing these t-shirts, just plain old t-shirts for God knows how long. I'm not someone who typically likes change, so for me to change my main game, it feels really weird, and it's it's just weird. I don't know how to describe it, it's just weird. But at the end of the day, I think that change is fine. And honestly, this isn't permanent. I'm just playing a different game. I'm still playing Zelda. I'm just playing a different game. And this probably won't be permanent. I don't think I can actually ditch Skyward Sword forever. Like, I have sunk way too many hours, and I do still like the game. So, I mean, I'll probably still be in Season 3, honestly. I might not grind the game, and I might not play in the off-season, but I'll still play in tournaments. I like the game, but it's like, for grinding it, I think that my passion is elsewhere right now. And you know what? I think that's okay. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.